Hello, everybody. This is SOCTalks with Shawn and Joy. We're glad you're here with us here today. And just ignore Sean's hat with Ohio State because this is a big
Look,
thing.
Joy,
State
we
coming
can
up.
we can but we can agree on one thing. Michigan
What?
still sucks.
Michigan still sucks.
Even though you're a Penn State fan, I'm Ohio State, and we play this weekend, we can still agree that Michigan, sucks.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. That'll
And it's in
keep us.
trouble again.
Yeah, that'll keep his friendship going
Yeah, there
on,
we
right?
go. Sorry for all you Michigan fans watching this.
Yeah. Sorry. So anyway, so hey, it's fall and you know,
Yeah.
Sean and I were talking at the beginning, and you had an interesting quote that I was real fascinated with here today, Sean. Why don't we elaborate on that a little bit?
So I saw this video, it was either Instagram or TikTok, and the guy quoted, "The magic you are looking for is in the work that you are avoiding." So let's tie that into your promptings business or using send out cards for your business. And is it, are you where you want to be? Has the magic happened? And if not, can you look yourself in the mirror and say, am I really giving the 100% that I should to build my promptings business, to do more with my clients and the cards, to increase my other business that I have? So I just thought it was a cool quote because it's true. I mean, you know, if you're disappointed about something that you're involved in, it's probably got work is probably one of the common denominators
Yeah,
that I've
yeah.
given it
So
my
you
all.
know what? Yeah, you can start out by asking yourself the question, what do I like to do least about my business? I know I have to, but what do I like least about it? How
And
would you
the
answer
answer
that?
is no matter what that answer is, it's probably the thing you should be doing the most of.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So I would tell you, I would, as I have different conversations with my other affiliates and that type of thing. One of the things that they don't do enough of, or they don't want to, they find it to be the hardest, is to contact people. It used to be phone calls. It used to be phone calls, but it's not necessarily phone calls anymore. But it's like, it's like at the very beginning, the basic. I don't feel comfortable calling that person, or I don't want to. Oh, I've got a bunch of cards I want to send, or I want to do this. When the reality is, how many people have you touched today by asking them? By asking them to look at send out cards or to promptings, or asking them to send a video to, or asking them to take a look at the card challenge.
And there's what's the fear then?
That's right.
And it could be different,
Hmm.
and it could be, and I'll give you another. There's two Simon Sinek videos that I watched that are kind of similar. One, he talks about leading with your belief, and then he did another one on kind of the same thing, not boasting, but if you're dating. So, if we're on a date, Joy, and I'm like, man, I'm making all this kind of money, and I got to buy a new car, and I'm at the top of the leaderboard of send out cards and promptings, and it's so cool. Versus, I work with this great company that allows me to share with other people ways to stay in touch with people, ways to say the things we should say with people. And it's afforded me some nice things in my life, and I'm lucky enough to be on top because of my team. You got the same things across, but it's just how you're going about it.
Right.
So if you maybe the question back to them is, what's your belief in promptings and send out cards? What Oh, and they probably light up when they talk about that. Oh my God, I love it. And it attracted me when somebody sent me a card and sent some nice things. Then why wouldn't you want to share that?
Hmm.
Why wouldn't you want to put the work in to have that magic?
Yeah.
So it's usually some sort of fear that people don't.
Yeah.
No
And
one's ever,
every
and I'll give you this. You can't use this one. No one's ever yelled at me because I shared send out cards with them. No
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing too, you said a couple of things there that are, you could use that as your conversation with somebody. You could just like totally use them. Like, I received a card and it lit me up.
Right.
So now, imagine if you could do that with your clients. Imagine if one of your customers saw that card, or we got a card from you as a result of that. Kind of think in that kind of way and get over that fear. But,
Yeah, because you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could, and that's the one thing you got to do the most of is what's going to get you to those dreams. The one thing you've got to do that you don't like is going to get you to those magic moments. Same way with a follow up. Why do we have a hard time, or many people, all of us sometimes have a hard time with follow up? Why do we not want to follow up with somebody if they've told you, like, hey, I want to think about it, or they haven't given you that hard no? You know, why do we fear? Because we fear rejection.
Right.
We fear that they're going to say no again. We fear that they're going to be thinking possibly, oh, she's nagging me. Or they fear that you're spamming them, by sending a newsletter out kind of thing. We're thinking that, it's
Right.
all
We're putting that on
our
them.
thing.
Yeah.
We're
That's
the ones that are thinking that. But isn't it how many times do have this? I know this has happened to me several times, Sean. Well, I haven't done the follow-up as consistent as I wanted to. Then I sit down, I do all my follow-up, right? And how many times in the middle of that follow-up, I will get somebody that says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you contacted me. I forgot." You know,
so when you do more follow up, do you get more people signing up?
I do.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Huh. Okay.
You
Just a
do.
question.
I do. I do get people. Yeah, I mean, it's just like because it's like, many times I can sit back and I can say to myself, I should shake my head when I get done with my calls. It's like, what took me so long to
Consistency.
do these calls?
But
Yeah,
I think if tell your story, I mean, just like you said, taking that, I got a car and it just hit me that I knew I needed to be involved with this company. And my belief is whether you're an individual or your company, this will help you and your business.
yeah,
That's why I'm sharing it. Love to show you. And then the same with follow up. I wouldn't be doing my job, what I believe in if I wasn't, and a no is okay. A no means no for now, but then you're not going to waste your time or fret about calling that person for a week. You're wasting your own time by just
and
not picking up the
energy.
phone, so
Wasting your time and energy with that. It's
get
funny.
your so get your asses to work.
Yeah,
God.
right before I had a couple of one-to-ones prior to us recording today, and one of the gentlemen, he was in my B&I chapter, and he said to me, he gave me a testimony this week, and he says, he says, I did Joy's 10 card challenge. He says, I heard back from 7 people.
Wow. Okay.
7 people. He says, what can you do to have that kind of return? So I sat down with my job. I said, Justin, I said, thank you. I mean, that was an awesome
Right.
testimony. He said, let me talk about, let's talk about the cards you sent.
Yeah.
And he literally he has his iPad with him. So he was like showing me the cards. Every one of them was a heartfelt just gratitude. Hey, thanks for introducing me to such and such. Thank you for, thank you. I really enjoy working with you as a colleague. Thank you for taking my hand at the chamber and introducing me to so many people. I mean, he had something for people, 7 out of 10 even
I
got.
was gonna say the cards that he sent were probably before you said that were probably good cards.
They were
Not
good. Yeah.
hey, trying to get a
Yeah.
hold of you. Why don't you give me a call? Yeah. So
Every one of them. And here's another thing that he did with all of them. And this is a big one because I know this is something you really do talk about the branding to have, something not just your business on the back. Now he had his business on the back, but every message he did, he had a picture on the inside of his family, or his
yeah,
kids, and kind of made relation to that throughout the
that's
conversation.
good.
You
He
know,
gets it then.
we all appreciate you,
Yep.
kind of a thing. So, it's kind of like at that point, I'm not going to tell him do anything different, because that was
Keep doing
awesome.
yeah. Which package do you want? Keep doing what you're doing. You don't need my coaching.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was just like, wow,
So how
seven
about
out of 10.
70% return on sending something out? Is that good?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to interview you, Justin. I said, I need to get this on paper, on
Oh,
film.
absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, I said, because this is just absolutely a wonderful
Well, and
testimony.
I think people crave the thank yous, the gratitude, the kindness because we don't get it as much as we should be given it. So
Mhm.
it does pay off. So
Yeah, yeah, it absolutely does. And of course, I'm a real big component of gratitude month. November's gratitude month, and
yep,
this is when the cards should go out.
rock and
So
roll. Yep.
I'm definitely working with a lot of people, kind of going in that direction for that too. But I mean, it just, so the thing you like to do the least is what's going to drive your business
Yeah.
the most.
Whatever that is, that's what you should be doing
Whatever it
the
is.
most. Yep.
That's right. Make that on the top of your to-do list every day.
Yep. And do it
So
first. There's
right.
a book called Eat the Frog, and if you struggle with that, read the book. What you don't want to do that first.
Yep.
Then it doesn't hijack your day.
That's exactly right.
So, yep.
That's exactly right. And you'll
All
be
right, we're off. Get
so
off our
pleasantly,
soapbox.
yeah, awesome. So awesome. Okay. Well, hey, Sean, enjoy
Joy.
watching the game tomorrow.
Yep. OH. And I will post
We are.
Both the Simon Sinek videos in the comments
Yes,
when,
that'd be great.
so
Awesome.
look for those.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
All
thanks
right.
everybody. Stay tuned and have a great week and
Yep.
eat that frog first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.